My name is Staff Sergeant John Hardisky, and I'm the tubist in the Air Force Band of Flight. It takes a very special person to choose the tuba when they're 9 years old like myself. And when we were in elementary school, they came down to do instrument demos, and someone brought a tuba. And I saw it, and I just lit up. I didn't know why anyone else wouldn't choose that. I can recall I was not a large kid. I was the scrawny kid, and they sat me up into this prefabricated chair that held this big marching tuba, the sousaphone, onto me, and I can remember kind of, siding into it and, adjusting the things down to my face and making it work. I'm sure it looked like something out of Dr. Seuss. Eventually went through music school in college and undergraduate and graduate school. I started graduate school at Indiana University, and I attended for a year before the Air Force Band of Flight had an audition. And I took that and won the audition and decided that maybe school could wait a little while while I took a job. So that's how I ended up here, in fact. Tuba players, most people think fat, dumpy, kind of in the background, and it could be anything farther from the truth. While there's certainly times that's an important part of the job, it's a pretty unique thing that you can be facile and just as virtuous as the other instruments. There are times where we're standing in a ceremony and I don't have a harness on and I'm holding it, and we're 10, 15 minutes in and I'm holding it and thinking about the flute at that point, the trumpet, something a little smaller. My favorite, personally, is seeing the emotional response that you get as a performer is absolutely mind-blowing. Whether it's an old veteran, with tears in his eyes when you play a service song, attempting to stand up the best he can, supported by his friends, or seeing the pure joy on a child's face when they're marching around and clapping out in the summer in a park. It's that really makes it worth it, for sure. That's the kind of thing that you can't ever put a price tag on, that makes being a musician, and a musician in the Air Force specifically, just the most incredible thing that I can imagine doing.